This doesn't even make sense. I think we missed a satchel. No!
Oh no, with lore. Dialogue and lore.
Where?
Over
Oh, yeah, there it
there.
is.
My father could never understand. He was born into privilege and wealth, and he spent every moment of his life trying to protect it. I was his flesh and blood, but he cared more about the names in books and the faces.
This is one of the guide
Dang it.
stones, but nothing happens when I approach it.
I will try.
So he cared more about the names and books and faces where?
I don't know.
So her father was born to privilege and what?
I don't know.
Did she become vindictive
Oh.
of him because...
What? I'm not dead. You have my thanks. But a word of warning. These animals carry a plague and must be killed before it spreads.
They even
Here,
had
let's
nice...
listen to the log while we go.
Too quick.
Do you know what fear is? The fear of who you are. The fear of what your own blood would do if they knew what you were. No, you could never understand it. People look to you as a savior. Have you ever thought about the lives you've taken? They were fathers, lovers, daughters.
Is she talking to us? Like, it feels like she's talking to us a little bit.
Who have we killed other than people that were
I
already
mean, we
turned
killed a
into
lot
corpses?
of demons. They were... I mean, one of them was most definitely a lover. Oh, dang, was she a lover.
Here,
It's like,
Hey,
take this as my way of saying thanks. I must get back to my work.
she may have been doing the whole talking to her father
probably, yeah.
thing indirectly. Because I don't know what her father was. We never got to that point.
Is it quests?
My father could never understand.
Bases
He
on
was born
of the
into
paintings on the
privilege and
walls than
what-
his living daughter. That was the end of it. So he just cared about the lineage.
He cared about the lineage
Okay,
in
let's
the
deal with
past.
this first.
Ooh. It looks like the elements.
There are 4 entrances to the Nephilim city, each one etched with a sigil. Only the correct one marks the true entrance to the tomb, however. When you activate these stones, one of the wrong sigils disappears.
So wind, fire, and water.
Okay, so Earth is no longer on the
Here,
table.
let's get the door open. Okay, he's not going to speak
They
to
ask
us.
me what I see when I look into the fire. I see a burning man. I see a burning witch. I see terror and a hunger that will consume everything. What hope do the works of men have against such all-consuming hunger? I gave myself to the flames.
So she's
Whoa.
saying that she found out that she had magic, knew that her father would burn her, you know, because she's a witch and has evil magic and whatever. And then she decides to just side with demons because that is what her lot in life is as a witch.
Another guide stone will help me find the correct passage.
So I'm assuming fire or wind
Yep.
are the only options? Watch it be fire.
And we might as well
All
wander
this
around
is.
until we find the next guide stone. There aren't many. But I don't know. I guess to go back to our original topic about, like, me wanting Blizzard to make new games instead of just iterate on their own IPs. It just feels like, I think because they're so stuck to Diablo and whatnot. And, like, it's good that they made Overwatch. I'll give it that. But, like...
That's sort of going into the superhero genre.
Yeah, and I wish they'd actually do more with that. Like, I'd love to play, like, an Overwatch
Accustomed to that.
just shooter game. Not like a competitive one, but, like, story-based.
One with a story.
Yeah. Because, like, they can cross-promote between both. Just call it Overwatch campaign mode, or who knows.
This is not the way to Corvus.
That ain't it.
Right. 'Cause that's the Earth one. So we're just supposed to avoid the other tombs because they're a waste of time.
Let's see, when are we doing crosscode? I really was hoping we could beat this tonight. We'll do crosscode for sure.
Maybe after we fight Adria or something.
Here, let's get to the next checkpoint.
No,
Maybe
I
turn down the
won't do
difficulty
that.
a tick or two. Because that way we can go faster. Because, like, honestly, the only reason why we're slow is just because...
Well, this doesn't seem to be that difficult right now.
Yeah. I just, like, I want to beat this game, so, like, we don't have to...
We're just bringing down these sentry towers. What's up inside them?
There's, like, weird spike man. So you can go through the other tombs, it'll give you pretty good loot. Yeah, but, like... Or we could just skip it and do bounties and get pretty good loot. Like, at this point, I am here to see the end of this. And the loot grinding can come after. Probably when I'm in bed. Or rendering videos.
Right, that's the thing. Because it's the Switch, you can practically have it as a handheld system. Well, you can have it as a handheld system.
Yeah. Because I don't have a whole lot of compunction to do loot grinding in the middle of the campaign mode. It's so much easier for me to do. You have one whole area after the Adria fight. That's not so bad. Like, we are burning through these areas pretty quick.
This is the right way.
Okay, so that's fire? Ah, here it is.
It's wind.
Okay.
Now I know which sigil marks the correct passage.
Wind was the chosen path.
But yeah, let's get to the next checkpoint and just turn down the difficulty a smidge. Oh wow, there's a lot here.
Yep. You have to watch out.
Passage.
That's wind. Maybe it's water?
No, that's water.
Yeah. There's actually a lot of little dungeons in here. Because, like,
Well,
a number of
there
these
was
are
one
just,
for
like...
each element, yeah.
Well, yeah, but if you notice, there's doors beyond that, too. Like, there's just straight up, like, a cellar door entrance over there. Which is kind of wild.
Ooh, what's that?
Chest.
A chest.
Because I think we're running into the same problem kind of with Darksiders 2.
We could do the extra campaigns.
Yeah.
But it's sort of, it is that content outside of the main story that...
You know, for this I'll go with it because it is main
It is
content.
an extension.
Yeah, this is a proper expansion. The DLCs for Darksiders I think are like kind of separate and whatever.
How many more days do we have until that comes out?
Monday.
Oh.
The finale for Darksiders comes out tomorrow.
Here it is.
So.
Including
right
the...
Yeah. Yep.
You'll all get to hear that then. It was rather amusing.
That was a great finale. A weird finale,
Well,
but a
it was
great
the second
one.
finale because we realized that we had skipped a cutscene.
My wounds are...
Ow. Ow. Don't die.
Yep, that's why I stay away from all
Laser
that.
chain mauler horrors. Ow. Ow, ow, ow.
Whoa. An unsettled
Do you
stone.
think Adria feels any remorse for what she did to Leah?
Does Adria
Give it more
feel
time.
remorse? Oh no.
It's okay. It's still going. Just, what? Oh, feared.
Fear. I see.
I was like, what am I doing? Where am I even going? And I'm dead again. We're gonna have to go back and repair.
That is not possible.
I hate.
Those lasers.
Yeah, those lasers.
There's no way to dispel them either. I wish there was a way.
They're not even, like, interesting either. They're just these, like, weird, like, rotating laser things. We gotta go back. I've gotta repair.
Okay.
Because I am hurt. Okay. Let's see. I don't think any of these are better than what I've got.
Now,
Repair all.
I think whatever his name is, Lothan.
Yeah.
I forget. He was asking, does Adria feel remorse for what she did to Leah? And I don't really think she does.
No.
It's one of those things
Which
where...
is why we're probably gonna fight her.
Well, so she gave up her child probably not so that she could protect her, but so that she wouldn't become attached to her.
Yeah.
So,
would
you
not
know,
be wise.
offloads her onto Deckard.
I think to some degree Deckard also might have, like, forced her hand on it. You know, been like, you know, no. You can't do this. You know, I'm fairly certain I know what you've done here, and no. Which, like...
Would he have known that Leah was
Well, remember...
the
there,
child of Diablo?
there was... Adria even said that during the betrayal cutscene. It's like, you know, Deckard had an idea, or knew, or blank. But... you know, that there was some kind of inkling that this is...
Then shouldn't he have told...
Deckard is such a garbage character.
Deckard should have told Leah, if your mother ever comes for you, don't trust her.
Yeah, do not trust your mother ever. Doesn't matter how much you need her help. Stay the heck away from you. Unless you want to give your soul up to Daddy Dearest.
Mm-hmm.
But no warning. Just... what's going on here?
Yeah, because if there was someone that was going to be an imminent threat to them, you wouldn't perish and then leave them open to that possibility coming to light.
And yet...
Yeah, I know.
This is kind of a common trend with Deckard. You know, he knew a lot.
But he would withhold
He was
the
very
information.
reactionary. You know...
Oh, I knew about this all along, but...
Yeah.
And it's like, well, why?
I have more control.
Because, like...
Oh, but in the wrong hands, this knowledge would have proved...
Yeah, like, Deckard Cain is part of the Haradrim,
Catastrophic.
these people that have been standing against the Primevals for who knows how long. And, you know, there's kind of this idea that, for whatever reason, he was never particularly, like, aggressive about dealing with it. You know, he'd always stand around in town and give guidance to these heroes that would just show up. But, like, he didn't gather them there. And he probably should have known, like, hey, now, the
grave beckons.
The Prince of the Kingdom.
Don't put the stone in your head.
Yeah, the Prince of the Kingdom just walked down to the crypt, killed Diablo, and shoved the Soul Stone into his face. Yep, that's fine. Gonna just live in Tristram now. It's like, no. Deckard Cain, your job should be like forming kind of a superhero corpse, and this game needed, this universe needed the Avengers before.
But at the same time, with him uttering that to the hero, leave open the possibility that the hero or someone else would overhear it and go, then I must put the Soul Stone in my head.
I mean, it's true, but like...
I suppose telling people what not to do is telling them what they could do.
This game is straight up just
effect.
what would have happened in the Avengers if the Avengers hadn't formed up until after Loki started invading.
Mm-hmm.
And so, like, the world's super doomed because anybody that had any agency and everything was sidling on their butts writing books and researching stuff. And, like, I know I'm being maybe a little bit too hard on the guy, but, like, every single game has always been the hero shows up after the fact. And Deckard Cain knew all along.
Wait here, Lorath.
You're going to kill her, aren't you?
Still you ask these questions?
We are all counting on you.
We'll kill her eventually.
Like,
but
straight
only
up,
after we learn what we need to know.
Straight up, I think Tyrael was more effective at Deckard Cain's role than Deckard Cain was.
Who?
Tyrael?
Oh, Tyrael? Oh, yeah. No,
Yeah, because in
Tyrael
this
was
game, he
awesome.
straight up was trying to hide the Soul Stone. It's not really his fault that that Malthael straight up came in and ruined everything, like, instantaneously. But, like, if you notice, Tyrael has put together a spy network of the revived Haradrim in ostensibly like a couple months. Like,
What do you mean by revived Haradrim?
well, the dude that we just told to stay at the door,
Yeah.
he's one of the new
He's one of the
Haradrim.
new group. Yeah.
And like,
I thought you meant that they were people that were literally revived.
no, he's
mean it's just
revived
he's
the
revived the
Haradrim as
group.
a function. And yeah,
Yeah.
I know Tyrael is the one that made the Haradrim, but like, he did not pick winners the first time around.
I have long
It also bugs me a little bit
waited
that
for this
where'd the other
knowledge.
heroes go from like Diablo 2?
How much time has passed?
Not much,
I mean,
because like
of
I
them were
think we
probably
actually
old.
met one of them. Like, one of them is
maybe the barbarian became a king.
all of his people are dead.
Oh, never mind. Maybe he died with them.
I think that barbarian might actually be the only well, because there's a barbarian who plays in this game. Hasn't 20 years passed since Diablo 2. I mean, Deckard Cain was still around and kicking, and some of those characters were pretty young. In
some of those, yeah, in Diablo 2, the characters looked to be in their 20s or 30s or 40s. Okay, well, there had to have been at least one old one, wasn't?
No.
No, there wasn't an old one?
Maybe the Necromancer, but that's just because he's kind of inscrutable. Okay, the D3 Barbarian is the same guy. So he's straight up the same dude. Is there any extra dialogue for that? I don't remember there being any.
Oh, that's why he looks gray.
Yeah, that's why he's older.
It's because he is the barbarian from the last game. Okay, that
I
makes
would
sense.
actually love it if he had like a whole bunch of new if he had like a bunch of extra dialogue.
We did this all before. This is deja vu.
Yeah, so like almost the entire plot of the game is the same because he's just like,
never
not
learn.
again. I did so much work last time. My entire people died. What were you doing, Deckard Cain? Writing books? Thanks.
My training has paid off.
Like, I don't know. I like the idea of... Whoops. I thought I was you for a second. I really like the idea of the barbarian just being like Sassman Supreme. Because Deckard Cain was awful. Or, you know, because he has to go through this rigmarole a second time around.
I have uncovered and obscured an ancient tome in whose pages is recorded an impossible tale. The secret history of a race called the Nephilim, gods by another name, and their ruined civilization in the west.
Give it
If
more
this
time.
is true, how could all signs of these Nephilim be lost, but for the record of this single tome?
Okay, so there's a single tome where the Nephilim legend was housed.
Nears. I can bring that down.
There's a random codex. A couple were betrayed and died, and the others fell to evil somehow. Always feels a little bit disappointing. I don't know. I really want to play a game someday where it's like a trilogy or a quadrology or whatever. And like God of War kind of does this, but I want the game to be like kind of planned out in a smart way, so that every game just like it slowly increases in nonsense. Like the plot gets like more and more off the walls as you go along.
The night embraces you.
So like the first game is straight up just about like you taking down like an evil king, lord, bandit leader, whatever. Like really simple, really close to home. Nothing fancy about it. And then the second game is you taking down a king, or like maybe there's a big war or something like that. And then like by the end of it, you're fighting like gods the size of planets. And I guess that's kind of how World of Warcraft did it, but I want in like more a focused, character-driven sense. Because like that always bugged me about stuff like World of Warcraft is your character never really gets much of a reaction to everything. It's just like, yep.
You're the champion. You're the hero.
Yeah.
Well, they're trying to implement... Oh, hey.
Yep.
Nephilim were not gods, but our own ancestors, gifted with long life, magic, and abilities far beyond ours. Yet they were still men. I wonder if these pages hold the key to unlock their powers once again.
So Saints Row. Yeah, Saints Row, but like...
Decay and
Not
rot.
Saints Row. Saints Row was way too stuck up Johnny Gat's butt to actually be like a good series after a while. Like they couldn't get past him for whatever reason. And I have no idea why. He wasn't an interesting character. That's how Wuxia novels go. Yeah, I've read a lot of Wuxia novels go. Unfortunately, they also involve a lot of sitting around and meditating and eating, you know, infinite ginseng.
I've seen a lot of Wuxia movies.
You should
That
read
was
some
back
Wuxia novels. They are wildly different.
Because, I mean, there was the whole period of time where... what was it? There was Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon, and Curse of the Golden Blossom, and
So most
House of
Wuxia
Flying
novels
Daggers,
that I read or
and-
have read are the, like... I mean, they're the equivalent of the Japanese isekai. genre, generally. These, like, wish fulfillment novels where it's special person eats special thing or finds special sword that makes them special so that they can out-special everybody else and become the instant master of some martial art. And, you know, maybe there's a couple of people more powerful than them for a while, but then they out-special them eventually.
In all the Wuxia films I've ever seen,
more powerful.
They're usually experts to begin with.
Well, yeah, everyone's usually an expert to begin with, and there are whole organizations of these people from different clans and such, and...
Yeah. Like, some of that stuff is actually pretty good. I read a handful that are decent.
Oh, right, Hero was another one of them. That was another Jet Li one.
I hated Hero.
I know. That was one of those ones where you didn't know what the truth was.
It was just confusing until the end, at which point it's just like, this is dumb. But I guess the point was, like, changing the king's mind by proving something? I guess I don't have a whole lot of faith in monarchies regardless.
And then House of Flying Daggers was just a tragedy.
Yeah.
A love triangle gone horribly wrong.
Yeah. Okay, I am here. I've lost myself in this game. Even though I am purple.
Sweet revenge.
I guess everything has kind of got cool colors now, so it's actually kind of hard to see myself.
Yeah, it's all mostly green and red, and
Yeah.
but we're still purple.
The night embraces you.
I have a feeling that
Sweet revenge.
a bunch of the notifications above my character's like lower bar is just gonna be not enough hatred, not enough hatred, not enough hatred. Be like,
Yeah, probably. You burn through it a lot faster than I do.
Fear the end.
Mine is just going to be do not fear
Well,
the
it's-
end,
it's
which isn't
be-
even a notification.
It's
it
because
just
of
is.
my... Because the turrets rely on it, so I plop down a turret and that takes up some of it. That rapid fire takes up a lot of it.
Darkness awaits you.
This move takes up a lot of it.
Yeah, most of my resources are a little bit more esoteric, like amount of corpses nearby.
But I should probably find another skill or ability
The
that
night
uses up
embraces
discipline.
you.
Because only my flippy move uses up discipline. But I need to use it often enough. Wouldn't want to run out of that.
Do you want more?
Oh god, this spider reminds me. I was
always use the
just browsing Reddit
Skarnax.
yesterday.
Yeah.
And there was straight up it's called a cellar spider, I think.
Okay.
And they're just like a common... Where am I? I have lost where I am in all of this. Oh, there I am. I'm just sitting around throwing corpses at things because there's an infinite number of these little spiders and I'm just exploding them all. So there's cellar spiders. Common breed, I don't even know where they are.
Yep. Oh, we fell for it again.
Why is it every single boss just does this? Boss and mid-boss just blows up on our faces.
I swear.
It feels petty. It's like, hooray, you killed the mid-boss. Now die! What?
Well, it's because they know you're gonna try looting their corpse, so of course they're gonna blow up to just...
It's just kind of shitty.
And the thing is, I don't even look for that circle of death because I'm just like, yay, done, dead, wait, boom.
Dang it. Is this a dead end? All this for nothing?
Yep.
Come on. Oh,
A
I guess there's a
chest.
treasure chest.
Cauldrons of pain.
Cauldrons of pain. Not even good.
Wait, so we're not supposed to go down into these pits?
Nope.
Okay.
Let's see.
Were these built by the Nephilim? I'm hungry. I think Thanksgiving is worn off.
I'm sort of hungry.
I mean, even though we had gone to a really nice buffet, we each only had one huge plate full.
Oh, here. Let's pop down the difficulty one more.
Really?
For
Okay.
speed. Let's just go down to regular Torment. Not Torment 3 or 4 or anything like that. play on hardcore. Those death bombs are the worst. Yeah, I can imagine. But yeah, I'm not terribly interested in getting new loot or gear at this point, now that we're max level. So, we're Torment 2? Yeah, we'll just do regular Torment. You don't need to quit the game to lower the difficulty. We had already lowered it once, so yeah, we did. It locks everything off, which I don't really understand why they do that. Unless that's a post-game thing.
Or I don't know.
Yeah, it's probably a campaign thing that doesn't let you switch it back and forth for reasons. Probably so you can't
Bop up so that you can get really good gear and then bop back down again to just... I don't know. Maybe one of those.
Okay, Runes of Corvus. And this should go reasonably faster. Because yeah, we're still going to get Paragon EXP almost as much. Okay, here we go. This is where we need to go.
I haven't even applied Paragon points yet.
Yep. Well, I applied them for you.
That is too expensive.
So you're adding yourself to life.
Yep, I gave you life as well.
And hatred.
I went crit chance with you?
Really?
Yeah, probably.
Resource cost reduction. Oh, that would help with my hatred.
Yep.
I like the idea of that.
Yeah, it's only going to get you a 10% cost reduction, but once you get all the other equipment, that's when it's useful.
Oh, so I don't have any more points to spend? 2 unspent core points.
You do. You have probably 2 points in each category.
Good. Low battery.
Oh no!
Let's see where you've been hiding, Malthael.
Well, I guess we'll finish this.
Adria!
Don't interrupt her.
The angels will never suffer us to live. They cannot accept the fact that we may choose our own path. At least demons are not so rigid in their beliefs.
Demons aren't rigid, but they tend to favor pain and suffering. What is going on? Did she sacrifice herself to become this thing?
Yep.
Ah.
Gross.
No, if
Demons and angels will not kill you. I will.
that sounds like a very deep voice.
Gross.
For Adria.
How cool would it have been that over the course of the entire boss fight, like the first half, she'd be like regrowing the body. Like we engage her while she's a skeleton, and so she's weak, but she's healing too fast. And then she gets up to full health, and then we start beating her back down, but depending on how much we hit her early
Diablo
on.
sent me a vision. He had returned, and you were the one who freed him.
No.
He always finds a way. My master will return.
But you will not. My essence is too low.
We were so close to seeing where Malthael was located, unless we got enough of a glimpse of those ruins to know what it was.
Or it won't matter because block device.
Are you really so angry because of Leah? What a waste.
No.
Is that no in reference to Leo, or is that my character saying no to an ability? I have no idea.
Probably to like an ability, or yeah, you couldn't use something.
There are no corpses in here. That kind of sucks. The one problem with
She was the one that saw Lee as a resource. That's true villainy.
I'm still waiting.
Heroes die.
The one problem I have with being a necromancer is I'm very reliant on corpses for a number of things.
And this is a boss battle where there are no ads, no corpses, because those are just the little blood boil things or
I need
slimes.
more hatred to do that.
It's not like the end of the world.
In order to have this much blood, she must have sacrificed something. Sheesh.
Yeah.
I never liked that. The whole...
I need essence.
Oh, being good is too difficult.
become
Let's
more
worship
formidable.
demons instead. What?
Diablo.
Demons don't care about you.
I have done what I can to ensure it. He always finds a way. In your heart of hearts, you know this.
Adria had conjured an image of Pandemonium before I interrupted her.
She was searching for Malthael, so he must be there.
Pandemonium. Well, we already knew that he had dwelled in Pandemonium for a long time, correct?
I believe so, yeah. Oh, back to Tyrael.
Returning to town.
Oof.
Tyrael's up here.
Malthael seems to be in Pandemonium.
No doubt he has gone to the fortress. Malthael can hold out there until the end of time. He is forcing us to come to him.
And what does that entail?
The only way to Pandemonium is through the high heavens. Let us leave at once.
I have bad news, General. The king is dead.
I'd heard rumors, but I hoped. I didn't really care for the king at first, but he turned into a good ruler. Hadn't been himself lately, though. The last of his trusted advisors died recently. Hit him hard, it did. He would have recovered eventually. Now, he'll never get the chance.
Oh, that was it.
No,
That was
that
quick.
was it for him.
Oh, P, will you do this?
Okay.
I wish Tyrael had destroyed the Black Soul Stone instead of hiding it.
The Black Soul Stone was made by a man, unlike previous Soul Stones. We had no idea what would happen if we destroyed it. It seemed a better idea to hide it away forever. We had no way of knowing that Malthael was watching us the entire time. How could we?
You couldn't. What will we do when we get it back?
I don't know. But it's better for us to have the stone than Malthael. If we make it that far, we'll worry about what to do next.
Okay, so that's why they didn't try to break the Soul Stone. Didn't know because of its man-made properties whether or not it would be effective at destroying the demons held within it. Better just to hide it away. Yep.
Can I ask you about Deckard Cain?
He was a great ally, a guide. He never wavered. Had he lived, things might be very different.
Could one man make such a difference?
Now is not the time to speak of this. We have a city to save.
I am sorry.
Oh, about Deckard Cain. Yeah. The Horadrim.
The Horadrim have returned at a strange time.
Tyrael rebuilt the Order to help him take the Soul Stone from heaven, and to protect mankind. After all, you can't be everywhere at once, no matter how powerful you are.
Evidently.
All right. All these poor people.
Trust in Ekaret. Fall not to corruption. Receive solace from pain.
Okay, never mind.
Where are you going? I have some good news.
Good news?
I mentioned what you did to some guards I met. You could get a commendation or something when this is all over.
Oh, that's fantastic.
That's if the world survives.
Anything interesting or nah?
I'm just talking to the townsfolk.
Okay. Well, why don't we just, whoops, reach checkpoint? Do we want to just plow through? We've got like an hour left.
Tops. Okay, sure.
Pandemonium.
What is this?
Destroy the gate!
Oh, of course, in our
The Nephilim is here.
absence, the angels have been slaughtered. No.
That's a lot of
We
angels.
just saved you.
Oh, I gotta switch something. Sorry, real quick. Turns out, There is a rune for this. There we go. Risen mages leave the corpse behind when they die or expire.
I need essence.
Which means I have infinite corpse generation. Okay. Oh, I could revive my own
Your own undead?
my own wizards. That's hilarious.
He dares to attack us.
He?
Yeah.
Wait.
Malthael.
Oh, Malthael.
Imperius
Okay.
is maybe on our side.
Okay. I thought he was referring to us.
Malthael is my brother. I fought 1,000 battles by his side, and I care not that he seeks to destroy you and your kind. But my brother has grown sick, and he must be put down for his own sake. Yet I have not the heart to do this. And so it falls to you. Come, Nephilim, to Pandemonium.
Oh, we have to wait for him.